Hi, boys and girls. We're back for another amazing story from the Bible. Well, today I thought I would ask you if you enjoy art, if you enjoy drawing, if you enjoy painting. Well, I do. I'm not real good at it, but I really enjoy painting. The other night, a group of us ladies had a paint party. Have you ever done that? Well, some amazing friendships come out of that and some beautiful artwork. Well, when I think of art, I think of the amazing, famous artists that have painted sunrises, sunsets, landscape, sunflowers. I think that was a Van Gogh. There's some beautiful, beautiful artwork. But those artwork pieces are being inspired by things that God has created. And just like last time when we talked about God creating everything, and in 6 days He created the earth, He created the sky and the water and the land and the sun and the moon and the stars. God made so many beautiful things. And then on the earth, He made flowers and trees and plants. And then, my goodness, all the beautiful animals. And then the best of all, the most special, He created you and me. But the first man and woman were Adam and Eve. And He put Adam and Eve in the Garden of Eden. Well, that's where our story starts today. So God created man. He wanted to make someone to resemble Him and take care of the earth. So God created man in His own image. That means that in the image of God, like God, He created man. He created the first man from dust and breathed His life into him. God called him Adam, which means mankind. Adam's job from God, this is an important job because God gave it to him, was to take care of the land and name all the animal creatures. Could you imagine how interesting that would be to try to name the animals? Well, what do you think you would call a fuzzy brown thing that went when it talked? Do you think you'd call it a bear, or would you call it a fuzzy wuzzy or something? Anyway, that's what Adam's first job was, to name all the animals. And God placed Adam in the beautiful garden called Eden. It was a beautiful place with animals and fruit trees and flowers. No weeds, and probably no bugs, I don't know. Or at least the bugs didn't bite you. In Eden, the animals lived peacefully. They didn't fight with each other, and they didn't fight with Adam. They were peaceful, happy animals. And they were not afraid. They weren't afraid of anything. And then there was something else God created. God created a companion for Adam. Her name was Eve, right. Some of you were listening last week. God called Adam to come and do a very big job. And He figured, you know what? He needs a companion that's more like him than a bear or an elephant or a giraffe. So He made a woman, and her name was Eve. It says that He made Adam fall asleep, and He took one of his ribs and formed the first woman. And God loved Adam and Eve very much, and they were thankful for the beautiful world that He had given them. They lived happily in the garden, and life was good. And it says that God came every evening and walked with them and talked with them. That's really amazing. But you know what, boys and girls? Even we can walk and talk with God when we pray, when we sing and worship to Him, when we get to know Him. Then we can be like Adam and Eve and walk with God and learn and listen to His voice. But then, something bad happened. But we'll talk about that at another time. But remember that the things that God has created in day 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, they were created for us. They were to communicate God's love to each one of us. And then on day 7, God rested. So enjoy God's creation and all the beautiful things He's given to us. Now, since you've been listening for the last 2 lessons, let me ask you some questions. Who was the first man, what was his name, that God created? Adam. That's right. I figured you guys would all get that one. Now, who was the first woman? Eve. So our story is Adam and Eve were the first man and woman. And where were they? What did God create for them to live in? It was a garden, the Garden of Eden. I think you guys were listening pretty good. Well, you know what? That was the amazing, beautiful part of our story today. So, God gave us many, many beautiful animals and things on the earth to enjoy, and then He gave us each other. Okay? So, enjoy your friends, enjoy your family, and realize that they are truly a gift from God. All right, boys and girls, enjoy your day. See you later.